Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IEs. So this is a very special video. Here we are going to talk about Big Bang. You must have heard a lot about it, that there is Big Bang theory, okay, not the TV series, but Big Bang that led to the origin of the entire universe that we see today or we know of today. Correct? All that came from Big Bang. Now let's understand the whole concept here. So basically, we'll be going from Big Bang to the present day. So this is what happens in the first few seconds after Big Bang. Okay. Then after 3 minutes, then after 300,000 years, then after 1 billion years, and you see humans here. Now let's get started. This is the first phase. First phase is called singularity. What is singularity? So basically, everything, the entire universe that you see or you know of, was actually contained within a subatomic particle. Okay, it was not a subatomic particle in space. It was the whole space itself was a subatomic particle, nothing more, just a very tiny speck. Now, from that point is called singularity. Now, in that singularity, none of the laws that you know of physics, nothing works. Okay, so from that, something started or the space started expanding. Calling it an explosion will be a misnomer. So basically what started happening, all that space was concised in that point, and then the space started expanding. Now this is called as singularity. The universe began as an unimaginably hot dense state where space and time themselves were immersed. Everything was a tiny speck. Then, after this was the first stage. Then came the second stage, which is cosmic inflation. So, this is what? This is from this small dot, you can say. This is what you are seeing. So, basically, things have started to expand. So, basically, this subatomic particle became the size of atom and bigger, and this that you see here, this expansion is called cosmic inflation. Okay, in a tiny fraction of a second, space expanded far faster than light. That is why we cannot even define it using light. That light expands at, what is the speed of light? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, correct? So this was even much quicker, much faster than light, making the universe enormous. Now, if you come back to this, can you see here, first few seconds only, it was able to form these many things. Okay, now after cosmic inflation, then you had cosmic soup. Now, what is cosmic soup? So, understand the initial particles, okay, quarks, gluons, all these actually combine to form the first neutrons and protons. So, neutrons, protons, all these are formed. Now, see, electron is a fundamental particle, neutron and proton are formed using some other particle. So those other particles mixed together, they formed neutron and proton, and electrons were already there. This whole thing, so when the initial neutrons, protons, all these joined, what they became? They became the very small nuclei or atoms that we know of. What are they? Hydrogen, helium, sometimes even lithium. So this was a cosmic soup. In the first few minutes, the universe cooled down enough for hydrogen and helium nuclei to form. So what is happening? It is a very hot and dense. Then through cosmic inflation, now it is expanding, and because of expansion, slowly it is losing energy, correct? So it is cooling down. Now it has cooled down to such a stage that now it had started forming hydrogen and helium nuclei or atoms. Understood? Now this whole thing, that is a mix of hydrogen, helium, many protons, neutrons, okay, electrons, many more fundamental particles that are going around, this is called a cosmic soup. Now the dark ages and recombination. Now first understand this part, which is the dark ages. Now what was happening at that time? Because there were so many electrons also present, correct, and other particles also, so the light was actually not able to travel much distance, correct, because light is made up of photons. Now photons will tend to interact with the electrons, and they were not able to follow any path because they are constantly being obstructed by the electrons. That's why what we didn't have visible universe, because nothing, light was not able to travel properly here. So you had some kind of a translucent universe, correct? some translucent orange thing it used to look like, not like we see now. Correct? So this is the dark ages. Now the dark ages actually continued for a very long time. See this, after 380,000 years, it was almost dark ages, translucent like that. Electrons joined nuclei. So those electrons which were causing problem to the photons or light, they started joining to the nuclei. Nuclei means here protons and neutrons. So started joining them and the universe became transparent. Correct? Electrons are gone. Now light can travel. Now if light can travel, the universe became transparent, releasing the cosmic microwave background. This CMB is what you will know as, this is CMB is still present now. And we try to study the origin of universe using CMBs. This is cosmic microwave background. This is the visible light that you have from that time. Okay, then this was the fourth phase. Then you come to fifth phase. Now the universe has cooled down enough and there are so many particles which are sort of getting closer and closer to each other. Now because of gravitation, what will happen? More and more of these gases will be collected together in a particular place, eventually leading to formation of stars and galaxies. See this, gravity gathered gas into the first stars and galaxies. Those stars forged the heavier elements. Now understand this. So what happened after these new stars and galaxies are forming? Why? Because gases that are there now, they are coalescing. Correct? They are getting closer and closer because of gravitational pull of those matter only. So because they are getting closer, they are sort of, so what happens, let's say some got closer. Now here the mass becomes heavier. Now because the mass is heavier, more gases, more particles will come towards this only, then more, then more, then more, eventually creating what? Planets and galaxies. But initially the planet and galaxies were all about helium and hydrogen only. Now because they were being collected like this and the mass at the center was getting heavier and heavier, eventually it led to nucleosynthesis. Basically all these small like hydrogen has one proton, one electron, those kind of helium. Okay, helium has two protons and two neutrons. So all these sort of started combining into each other. Now if there are more protons, more neutrons, more electrons, what you will get? Some new elements. Correct? Like carbon has 6 protons, 6 neutrons and 6 electrons. So all these are combining and they are forming new heavier elements. So this is the next stage. After this, you get what you have now. The newer planets that have all these metals and everything has been constructed over time. Okay, so over time it cooled down more and it led to creation of new kinds of celestial bodies using these heavier elements. So this is the universe through the time. Now you can understand everything. So from inflation to nucleosynthesis, basically formation of those nuclei, then recombination. First is dark ages, then recombination. Correct? Then first stars, galaxies are formed. Eventually you get to present day, which is like 13.8 billion years from the Big Bang. Correct? So 13.8 billion years away from the Big Bang is now where we are located. And this is the whole journey of the entire universe, how it formed. So from the first instant to today, the universe has kept expanding and evolving into the structure we see now. So one thing is there, that universe has not stopped growing. If you know, we always say that universe is still expanding. So the energy that came that time, it is still expanding. And in fact, it is accelerating also. So the universe is making more and more space. Correct? So that is called expansion of the universe, that is still going on. This is the timeline of expansion that you can see. Can you see slowly all these solar systems and everything forming? Then the Big Bang is not only a past event, expansion continues today and we are part of the ongoing story. Okay, there are many phenomena like redshift. Okay, like we are able to even calculate using energies that there must be some dark matter, dark energy that is pushing the universe. And if it is there, then the universe must be expanding. So all those proofs are there that we'll see some other day. Now we get to this that we had seen, from inflation first few minutes to a few 100 million years, some billion years, then formation of sun, and then what we are today. We get back to the same picture. Now the simple picture is very easy to see. First seconds, first 3 minutes, 300,000 years, then 1 billion years, and then eventually us. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.